At thequiltshow.com, we have a really great store, and one of the cool things is that the gals that work there are always looking for something new and wonderful. Well, the other day I was in there getting I don't know what, and I saw this mat. It's called the So Steady. It caught my attention. The first thing I use it for is really quite basic. I struggle to get a really good 1/4 inch, and this has helped me. Before, I used this little indentation on my sewing machine. I'm on a Bernina 765, and I think most of them have this. It's in the right feed dog area, and that's actually your 1/4 inch lead-in. They tell you to use the edge of the foot, but in my book, by the time you're already under there, it's too late. So when I'm sewing my 1/4 inch, I will, excuse my hand, I will start with it right there, and I will sew. Here we go. And now what I'm watching is I'm watching down here. So this is a really super lead-in. I'm not even thinking about what's going on up there. I'm just watching down here. And trust me, people, it will step up your game just doing that. So, okay, for my 1/4 inch, love it. All right, now let's talk about when we do half square triangles. And we do it as a square, and then we draw a line down the middle, and then we sew a 1/4 inch on each side using our presser foot. Well, guess what? You don't have to draw this line anymore. So here's another little one that I cut in, and the line I'm going to be using now is this line, because let's take a look here. Here's your center line, the big heavy one, and then here is the line that you'd be sewing on. So I'm going to take my little piece of fabric, and I am going to lead it in right there. Getting a little funky here, right up here. Actually, I'm not leading it in. I'm taking this, the tippy point, and I'm lining it up to the 1/4 inch. But then down here at the bottom, well, let me stitch a little bit so I get in frame. In the bottom, I am looking at this line right here, and the point of this is staying on that line. It's essentially as if it is marked, but guess what? It's not. And imagine the time it will save you if you don't have to do all of these, draw these lines. So let me do this one again. I'm going to drop the feed dog, or the presser foot, and I'm going to, let me go up just a little bit. I want to do the tip of it, of the square, right at the top part of the piece, and I'm going to be watching down here, and I'm leading in. Cool. I have just saved a huge step. So let's say now, that's for half square triangles, okay? Let's say now I want to do flip and sew. Laura Nouns loves flip and sew, and that's how you completely avoid triangles altogether. So let's say we're doing a flying geese here. If I were doing classic flip and sew, I would go and I would mark this with some sort of pin, probably my friction pin, and then I would just sew down. Oh, but wait, let's see what's happening down here. I'm actually just following that center line. There it is. So guess what? I don't have to mark it. Let me press this and cut it, and then I'll show you. See, we got one side done. Yay for that. I'm gonna cut it. The magic of a rotary cutter. What did we do without that? Okay, and then here's the other little wing. And I want to sew, okay, I want to sew from here to here. So I'm going to put this little square on here. I don't use flip and sew that much, but people that do love it. And then see how this little pointy here goes right up. I go in right at the very tippy top. I'm watching down below. Make sure my hand's not in the way. No, it's not. And see how the point here is staying on the center line. All the way to the end. Cut. And there you go. So you save a lot of time by using the different measurements on the map. the mat. And I actually use the numbers just for when I'm measuring things real quickly. I've not yet discovered how to do the different degrees, but I can't imagine it's any harder than what I just showed you. It's my new toy. I love it, and I think you will too. Check it out.